Okay, it's done. We got the apartment. I guess it's only fitting to go to sleep. Our happiness seems to have increased by quite a lot. See what Michael wants. He wants a water cooler. Okay, well, it's on our to-do list anyway, so that's kind of fitting. And I woke up at 1 o'clock in the morning, which makes no sense, so we need to change that and go to bed again right up until 10 o'clock, because we need to place some deliveries for our gym. Okay, and yeah, we need to go to Square Appliances for, you know, the fridge and all of the other stuff, but I'm happy that the happiness is now sorted, so we can go to Lower Manhattan again, to our Master Lab LM, and continue our journey. And I guess this is kind of like a testament of how long you can last without an apartment. At least 61 days is the answer, which gives you plenty of time to set up a few businesses and get yourself to be successful before you do anything else, which is kind of what I wanted to do anyway. So we've got pretty much everything, or at least things from all the departments, which is perfect. We've got the squat racks. We're missing weights for these squat racks, but we're gonna sort that out shortly. I'm not sure exactly where I'm gonna put them, but we'll see. And how many would we need actually? At least one. That's a good start. So if we do 2 each, 2, 4, 6, 8, with that one 9. So it's gonna be 9 decorative stacks. And what else would we need apart from the decorative stacks? We've got the mats, we've got these boxing bags, and I was thinking that maybe we can put a few more one next to the other, because if I'm going to train, and this is what it looks like, these guys don't really move out of the way, they just stay here. So I'm thinking that this section looks a bit empty, and we could fit a few more boxing bags in this area. How many more? I'm not entirely sure. I haven't really given that deep of a thought. But if we do 3 on each side, yeah, I think it's good enough. 3 on each side seems like a nice thing to aim for. So we got 4 now. We need 6, 7, 8 more. So 8 more boxing bags. And are we missing something? TVs for these guys, maybe like 3 TVs on this wall, because they're about the same size as a fitness planning board. So I think we can easily fit 3 on the wall, so that means 6 TVs too. I'm not a huge fan of having TVs in the gym, but you know, if it helps you achieve your goals, then who am I to stop you? And here in the back room, I also said that we need to do a few things, which is getting that sofa, but the left-hand variant, because otherwise they don't connect. We've got the chairs already and the coffee tables, so that's good. Well, let's open up our contact list here and call Essential Appliances, because it's the only way to get these things sorted. So what did we say? We said we need 9 decorative weight stacks. So we're gonna do half and half. I know 9 is not an even number, so we need to take care of that. Oh, also metal shelf. Let's buy one. See if it works the way I think it should work. And if it does, I'm gonna be a very happy business owner. Okay, so we're gonna buy 4 of those. Actually, let's do 5 of those and 4 of those. Just from a cost perspective, but also I do like the way these empty ones look, because it gives the appearance that people are actually using them and not just keeping them there for show. We also needed some decorative gym bars, and I did not take note of that, but we did take note of the fitness, the boxing bags, sorry, and we needed 8 of those. Do we have TVs with these guys? I don't think they do, and that's fine. We can get to the other store and get those TVs sorted. We have definitely enough kettlebells, so I'm not gonna worry about that anymore. And I think that's it for this one. Of course, we needed the gym bars, but I cannot remember how many we need. And I'm gonna make a quick calculation afterwards. So let's place the order here. Let's go to Lux Concept and get that other sofa. It's just on my head right now. So that's the right variant. We need the left variant. Do they have that, or is just the right one? It looks like it's just the right variant, but it would make no sense to, you know, call it right if there isn't a left one too. See? Let's look at Ica. No, Ica doesn't seem to have it either, but we do need the water coolers, so let's buy 4 of those. And we also need the 6 TVs. And I would love to buy some extra lights, because when it's nighttime, that gym looks completely... I mean, not completely, but the lights are not very strong. And it just puts you to sleep. There's a stove oven now? I'm not sure what this is for, probably one of the businesses. We don't need carpets on the floors, that's for sure. Pull-up bars, the same thing happens here. Actually, maybe we can put it on the wall at the entrance, but that would be a bit silly, right? It's not gonna look right. No, we're gonna skip that. We would need some bins, but not paper bins, actual bins. Oh, and maybe we should get one of these shelves as well? But they're made of wood, and I don't feel like wood is appropriate for our visual appeal of the gym. Oh, they do have the left one. I was just scrolling so fast. Okay, good. And we can sort this out. And that's a bit stupid. I mean, not stupid, but a bit ridiculous that Lux Concept only has one variant of these, and they kind of force you to go to Ica and buy the other one. Anyway, maybe that's how things are really working. I wanted a coffee machine because I want people to be able to get some coffee in the back room, so I'm gonna get 2 of those. And let's see, what else? Should we buy more tables, more like cabinet with drawers? Maybe we can get a few of those for the coffee machines, of course, but also, you know, for the aesthetic of the place. I think so. Oh, actually, let's get it like this. We get a right one and we get a left one. And we put these 2 together and they look like they fit, and they look like, you know, they actually complete a look. And speaking of that, let's buy a 3rd one, and we also buy a desk plant, because I like plants. I think they look very nice. Let's buy a frame certificate too, just so we're, I don't know, adding some value to the whole thing. And can we or should we buy anything else at all? I think not, but I'm also having this feeling that as soon as I'm gonna place the order, I'm gonna be like, oh yeah, I forgot about that. I wish we could buy some extra lights, but these ones are wall mounted, and I want the ones that are mounted from the ceiling if possible. So I'm gonna place this order too. Let's look at Mr. Scott's office supplies while we're still doing this shopping, because it's also good to check out what these guys are having. They have some cabinets, phones, typical office stuff, which is great, but not lights. We got printers now, that's something new. And different office phones, which is great, but they don't have what we need. And yeah, we just need to wait right now because we placed quite a few orders, and I hope we didn't run out of money. Let's go to sleep in our beautiful car. Actually, before we do that, let's eat, because I don't want to have any sort of problems. And now we can go to sleep, and I think the next step would be to paint the floors and the walls. 30,000 in the bank, which is great. We got the shipments also received. Very, very good. And I think once we apply some paint, it's gonna definitely change the way this place looks. So let's go here. Where is my sofa? I want to just get this sofa situation sorted. So just like that. This is what I had in mind, you see? They connect in the middle, and it just makes it look like it's one giant sofa, when in reality it's actually just 2 separate ones. And now we need to change the placement of these coffee tables too, just like that. And can we fit this chair here? Only like that, unfortunately. Well, it is what it is, but this is kind of the look that I had in mind. And you know, people can stay here. I can't remember what these were. Oh, a glass barrier and the other sofa. Yeah, okay, good. Now we can do the cabinets. Again, not exactly sure where I'm gonna fit them. I think we'll need to move these gym lockers over to this wall, maybe, because it's kind of in the way, and I really want to have this coffee place. They all fit on that wall. It's great. Okay, so this is the left one. Let's put it here right next to the sofas. We're gonna put the right one as well, but that's the end, I guess, here. And we also had a middle one. Where would that be? Yes, coffee machine, cabinet with doors. That's the one. So look at that. Looks very cute, and I think we need to move it a bit further down. Yeah, so we can have that aesthetic going on. We put the desk plant there, and now we got the cheap coffee machine. Yes, we didn't go with expensive ones because, well, it's a gym, okay? It's not meant to have the greatest things in terms of, you know, coffee. And now we've got the water coolers, which I'm not really sure where to place these because they shouldn't be in the way of people, but they also should be available everywhere, so I'm a bit confused. Maybe we can put one here. I think this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna place them kind of here in the way. I'm gonna eat into the space that people have to squeeze through these places, for these entrances that we've created. They're not gonna complain about it because it's water. Water is life. We've got the TVs as well, so I was thinking that we can put 3 on this side of the wall and then 3 on the other one. I think we need to do some clever modifications here, just like that. That's the way to go. It would have been great if these TVs would also, you know, turn on. Even a static image that's randomized would be enough, but something to make them seem like they're working. The certificate is gonna sit here right above the sofa, so people can know for sure what's going on. And the metal shelf, I'm just gonna put this here and check out if we can place kettlebells inside. Doesn't look like it. And I'm just wondering, is it because it's a heavy kettlebell? I mean, no, that's just a 2 kg one. If I use Alt, can I? No. That was a bit of wishful thinking, I guess. Unfortunately, it doesn't work the way I wanted it to work. Can I place anything here in this? What's the use of the metal shelf? Is it for delivery purposes? Is it for boxes? Can I place boxes in? No. Maybe it's for deliveries. I'm just gonna pack this one and put it there. Can I sell things? Or what was the oh yeah, I can sell now because I got a home. I think that was the reason why I couldn't. Let's make some money back because we're not using any of these things. Good. What else was it? The boxing bags, of course, the boxing bags. How can I even forget about that? We bought 8 more, so we'll have 6 on each side, and that's gonna make this whole gym look pretty good. And yeah, I think this looks the way it's supposed to be looking. And maybe we have enough space in between to put something in the middle of them. And the one thing that's left from this order at least are the decorative weight stacks, half stack to complete it here. And the rest of them need to go over to the other side where these squat stations are. And maybe the best placement for these things is literally in between these cages that we've created. Maybe that's the way it's supposed to be happening. I haven't really figured that one out myself because I just came up with the idea of having these cages built around, and maybe we can do this instead actually, you know, like move them around. But they are a bit frustrating because they're 4 squares in size, and we cannot get them too close to these bars because of course they are in the way, and if we spread them, then they're no longer having this cage appearance. So I'm kind of stuck with having like 1 stack in each of these places, which is not exactly what I had in mind. At least I can utilize that part there. Okay, so let's see. Does it actually cause any damage if we put them like next to the walls? Is it that bad? Or if I can just click it? Yeah. They're usually very stationary, they don't even touch anything. So as long as we have enough space in between these cages, then we should be good to go. So I think that's what I'm about to do. The gym is it's in a constant evolving stage. It is how it is. I'm gonna match these 2 together and then place another one right here. Well, actually, we need to place the gym bars first. And then we need to place the squat stations because otherwise they just don't work. So this side is done and I think it looks quite nice. I got one more side to take care of and we need to move these 2, I believe. But that's all good. Yeah, it takes shape. It starts to really look like what I have in mind. And hopefully now you can see the vision. All right, look at this. It really looks nice. Brings the whole thing in and just, it's got that aesthetic that I was going for. We've got the barbells around here. We've got the fitness trampolines. We've got the boxing bags, the gym mats. This place is a whole mess. It's a minefield of kettlebells. We've got the workout machines. I think it's looking pretty well. Of course, we've got the fitness treadmills as well. And in the back here, let's clear this mess out so we can put these cleaning stations. Let's put one on each side so it looks a bit better. We've got the coffee. Can we get a coffee? We cannot. Lovely. We've got the showers and the lockers. Yeah, looking pretty good. And we've got 66K in the bank. And let's see if we can afford even modeling the floors. That's 50, yeah, one of the traditional floorings that we go for. Okay, we can afford the whole floor, so that's good. That's good to know. And since that is actually the case, let's go ahead and actually do it. I'm not, again, I'm very puzzled. I don't know what to choose here. But I'm gonna try my best and we'll see how it looks at the end of it. Well, I kinda skipped again and spare you my existential crisis. We've got another achievement after we spent so much money in this gym. And this is kind of what my brain came up with. Let me walk you through it. Basically, the floors are all the same as in all of our other gyms. Is this material that looks cushioning and soft. I wanted to keep the same consistency. I tried a few colors, you know, like the gray and the whites, just the neutral color variants, but none of them seemed to be working appropriately, or the way I envisioned it at least, so I stuck with black. And then for the walls, I changed it a little bit. It's still brick, but it's a different kind of brick, which I find it looks quite nice, in my opinion, of course. And then here in the middle, I kind of gave it the accent color, which is our, you know, traditional purple. I changed the mats to black, the fit balls to purple as well. Oh, the lights just came on. These boxing bags don't have any color variants, so they are the way they are. I didn't change any of the kettlebells because I thought that was a bit ridiculous. And the rest of the things are just machines, so we cannot really do much about those either. And then here in the back room, well, we got 9,000 left, so let's get this back room sorted as well. And because it's a back room, I think it's only appropriate to have some sort of hardwood, or here in the showers area, let's do this tile. I think this is how it's supposed to be. We've got this nice tile, and then in the rest of these areas, we can do hardwood. That's what I was thinking, like that. Well, let's not cover the shower area too. And we are left with 4,000, which hopefully should be enough to cover the walls here as well. And what can we do for the walls? Maybe we do this. No, this looks more like an office than anything else. And we ran out of money, so that's great. That's just lovely. This variant is quite expensive, so we need to go with something cheaper. Maybe just plain color like that. I think that could also work just fine. Can you not? Somehow I managed to paint over the outside. So let me just sort this out again. Okay, any other misplaced paints? No. Yeah, I think this back room looks okay. And maybe we change the wall for the shower area. I think this needs to be something else. Maybe like this marble. We do have the money. Score is just 75%. Which is a bit concerning considering the size of this building. And if we were to apply kind of the same, maybe we can do this brick. If we were to apply this brick here on the back room, would that make it better? Would this be... Yes, it does improve the score by quite a lot. Well, by one, but we're running out of money when we do so. Okay, well, we're gonna leave it as like that for now. And we just need one good night's sleep, and we're gonna be in the money to cover this side as well. But this is kind of what I have in the back, and definitely we're gonna change the color because I just hate it. I changed the sofas to be this off-white color. Same goes for the chairs. Pillows are accented, so they kind of work with the wall, but you know, I'm not really feeling it. We've got the coffee tables that are black now. The lockers are a grayish kind of color. I changed, of course, the cabinets to match the aesthetic of the rest of these of this room. So they're black with this, I hoped it would be purple, but you know, we just have pink, which actually looks quite nice in contrast with the coffee machines, which are indeed purple. And then for these glass barriers, it turns out we can actually put text on it. So I decided to do a little bit of a motivational speaker scenario. So I got give 110%, be healthy, stay fit, get buff. And now that I'm thinking about it, the way it looks is a bit off. So I'm just gonna do a bit of a change here. Just because the text looks, I mean, these texts are kind of the same size, but this one is lengthier, so it's smaller, so I want it to be in the middle. For consistency purposes, of course. And I missed this one out, so let me just get this sorted too. Now they're all good. And for the showers, I'm not quite sure why these are not the way I set them up to be. There we go. Sorry about that. Looks like in the end you are seeing me doing a few changes manually. You didn't skip it completely. Okay, so let me apply the changes. Yeah, so for the showers, I think they look amazing. This black and pink is just very appealing to me. I don't know why, but it's just looking great. And we've got this tile in the bathroom. And yeah, that's the back room done, basically. And this is the gym floor done. And I think it looks quite nice. If you have any sort of thoughts about it or things you think we could improve on, please feel free to leave it in the comment section, because I am in desperate need of new suggestions. So your advice is more than welcome. With that being said, I think we've done everything that we could for this gym, and we are quite hungry, and we only have $5 left to our name. I don't know if we can afford anything from Joe's Burgers here. This restaurant is very, very dark. Let's see. We can afford a soda can. Yes, that's good enough. Okay, great. So now we have like the tiniest amount of food in our belly, and we just waited a million years to get that soda can. They could benefit from having more workers in my view, but hey. $30,000 in the bank, which is lovely. We are not done yet. That's the thing. We're not done yet. We need to call Anderson and get some people working for us. It's gonna be LM. We need, how many candidates? For trainers, let's do 4 trainers, which puts us at 2,000. Full-time, absolutely. And we also need cleaners, and I'm also gonna get probably like 4 cleaners too, just because it's such a larger area. We need to make sure it's kept clean. And that's it being done. Get out of our vehicle. And I think we were just about to cover that back room in a better paint, because this yellow looks a bit nasty. Yeah, I think this looks a bit better. Not exactly... Still not quite what I had in mind, but I'm just gonna leave it at that. We've got our candidates, well, some of them. We've got the gym trainers and the cleaners. I think they are asking for a decent amount of money. I'm not gonna be too worried about that. I'm never too worried about that. Okay, so let's make this gym 24/7. We've got Joshua here. We need to give him 49 hours a week, and then we have Helen for the second cleaning station, also with 49 hours a week. We are indeed waiting for more people to be joining us, but for now we're gonna take what we got. Okay, so let's match each cleaner with a gym trainer. So we got Joshua, Helen, Nancy, and Robert, all good to go. Let's check our Anderson recruiting here. Yeah, so they delivered 2 out of 4, which is good enough for now, because that means that we can finally get this gym open. We got a perfect score at 100%. And yes, there are no gym trainers to motivate you, but we're gonna get some more, so don't you worry. Just make me money. Oh yeah, and I forgot, we also need to figure out the pricing. $20 is not gonna happen, so I'm gonna start at $29.99. With the size of this gym, I think I'm not asking for too much. And in the meantime, let's get these other decorative gym bars sorted, because the order has come through in the meantime, and these were the last things remaining. And it would be a shame if we started on the wrong foot, you know what I mean? Like, that's it, everything is done now. These guys are going to get changed, which is pretty nice. The space in the back room is great for a gym. I think is the best out of the gyms that we have. It just gives that cozy vibe, you know, and it just looks amazing too. I know I'm not trying to, you know, toot my own horn here, but I think I did a good job with that back room. And everybody's pretty okay with what we have here. Music is not a concern because we got speakers everywhere, and yeah, it's pretty good. We got some money left, 48,000, and I think we just need to go to bed to get those extra candidates because we did get 4 for each. There we go. And they are here already. So let's employ all of them and go back to our gym here schedule. We got Naomi. Naomi can sit here in between. Like I said, we need to cover every single fitness planning board basically needs to have a gym trainer. That's how it goes. And then we have Joseph, and maybe we can kind of overlap them. Okay, and we also have Donald for the cleaning station. So let's also do the same thing here with a little bit of overlap in between. And Jose, I believe that's his name. That's how you pronounce it. So this is what it will look like. I've scattered them across all the fitness planning boards, so every person will have somebody looking after them. And at any given point, there will be a gym trainer in the gym, because that's what you kind of want to have. And we also need to assign them uniforms, because I completely forgot about that. Let's just tick all these beautiful boxes. So with the selected assign uniform, it's gonna be gym, confirm. Yep, all good. So now when we walk in, we shouldn't see any more complaints, and we should have our trainers on the floor. That's the cleaner, another cleaner. I think this guy's a trainer. Yeah, so only one thing remaining. Let's go to bed, check the profits out, check if they are happy with this price and if we can actually increase it, because Lower Manhattan I think operates in a similar fashion. Okay, just 28,000. I was expecting a lot more, but it's just the first day. Okay, pricing is at 10%, so it's not that good. Let's look at Market Insider and make sure that we're making the right decision. So Lower Manhattan is mostly working class and has some middle class as well, which puts us in sort of a Garment District scenario. In fact, Garment District is actually better than Lower Manhattan. So maybe we cannot go as being as audacious as $29.99, maybe $25.99 is gonna be better. Now we're just trialing it out because I want this gym to be full. That's the whole point. It's 1,000 square meters. It's supposed to capture the most audience, you know. So we got 25k and we are sitting at another 100k in the bank, and we reached 1 million. It dropped even further at 3%. That's just wonderful news. I love it so much. Should we do $24.99? Would that be the sweet spot for these guys? I just want it to be at least more than 20. Come on. Okay, another day at 24,000. 6%, slightly better, but not really. Okay, I'm gonna be $21.99, just a little over 20, and see if this makes any difference, because at this point it's just ridiculous. Okay, 30k. We're looking a bit better. Starting to make money. Pricing is at 95%. Even with just $1.99 over the lowest market price, we're still struggling a bit. So let's go for one more night. Okay, 36,000. Now that's more like it. I think this is the best day we've had so far. 36.7. And we're looking like we're making a bit more money. Pricing is at 100. Okay, so we don't need to go that low. People are starting to gain confidence, I think, in the gym. And it's looking like we have about 40 peak customers with an average of 20 for most of the time. From midnight to 5 o'clock in the morning, no one's in. And that's to be expected, more or less. And we don't have any promotions running, so we're just running on natural transient traffic business, which is great. Let's go in and have another look. It's looking busy, okay? It's looking very busy. Not all the machines are used, but it's also 6 o'clock in the morning, so this is when people start to come in. Is definitely not the peak hours. These guys have no trouble boxing one next to each other. It's just looking great. And with that being said, I think this brings today's episode to an end. It was quite a journey to put everything together. It took me a few hours in real life, to be honest. You only have the benefit of seeing the trimmed cut version, polished version, 20 minutes chunks, or however many minutes I decided to make this video. But in any case, it was a great deal of fun for me to do the decorations for this massive gym. I even saved it as a blueprint in case we are expanding in the future, perhaps in Midtown. Then I'm gonna try to not worry as much with the decoration part of things. So if you did enjoy today's video, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel for more content like this. Thank you for your support and all your comments. The hints and tips that you're giving me are great. Alt button situation where you can easily place it next to the wall is definitely a godsend, so thank you so much for that. And as always, stay safe and I'll see you in the next video.